After receiving the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1918, Max Planck went on to tour across Germany. Wherever he was invited, he delivered the same lecture on new quantum mechanics. He was always accompanied by his driver, who used to be present at all his lectures. Over time, his driver grew to know this lecture by heart. One day, when they were reaching Munich, the driver requested Mr. Planck, saying, "It has to be boring giving the same speech every time, Professor Planck. How about I do it for you in Munich? You can sit in front row and wear my cap so that nobody has any suspicion. That'll give us both a bit of variety." Professor Planck thought about it for a minute and quite liked the idea. So that evening, this driver held a long lecture on quantum mechanics in front of a distinguished audience. At the end of the lecture, a physics professor stood up with a question to clarify some doubt he had. The driver, of course, not knowing the answer, reacted by saying, "Never would I have thought that someone from such an advanced city as Munich would ask such a simple question. Even my driver can answer it," and pointed toward Mr. Planck, who promptly addressed the query, causing great embarrassment to the person who asked the question. While Mr. Planck's driver got away with his lack of knowledge, but for the rest of us, we might not be so lucky. Hi, this is Vicky here from booktook, where I introduce you to the finest books and transformational ideas from world-class thinkers, experts and achievers. In one short video, you get to learn what others may take months, years or even a lifetime. This video is part of Smart Thinking series, where I introduce you to the thinking tools which will help you to make good decisions, avoid bad ones and understand the world better, so that you can start thinking with smart thinking. Today I'm sharing a smart thinking tool called Circle of Competence. What is Circle of Competence? It is the space where our knowledge is extremely good about something. Everyone, on the basis of their skills and particular knowledge, has a circle of competence. What lies inside this circle, you understand very clearly. What lies outside, you may not know at all, or you may understand only partially. As you can guess, in our circle of competence, we are able to make decisions quickly and relatively accurately because of our expertise. Knowing this distinction between what you know and don't know is important, because it ensures you won't make silly or costly mistakes, which can be easily avoided. It's not terribly important how big this circle is, at least to start with, but it is extremely important that you know where the boundary of your circle of competence is, and then ensure that you take decisions within your circle of competence. It's like sitting for an exam in which every question you answer incorrectly will have a negative marking. So guessing if you don't have an idea about an answer is not a good strategy. Question is, how do you handle things which are beyond your circle of competence? If there are things you don't understand, rather than making guesses about it, you should rely on someone who knows. This is especially true for decisions which have important consequences for you. Let me give you an example. Imagine you have to relocate to, say, Mumbai from New Delhi while changing jobs for an income increment of 20%, which is a very good raise. Or if you have never lived in Mumbai, you wouldn't know that living expenses there are extremely high, not to mention hassle of traffic and hours it takes to commute from home to office and back. So while a 20% increment may look great in isolation, but you may end up not earning much beyond your current salary, because your expenses will also go up. You might also have to compromise with your living standard to do some saving. So if salary increment was one of the prime motivations for you to change jobs, it might not be a good idea to accept this offer. For things outside your circle of competence, you should look for mentors, research about it, read, understand what others who have relevant experience share. Finally, an equally important thing to do is to expand your circle of competence in fields of your interest. While you have outside sources to rely on for specialized knowledge in a lot of important decisions, when it comes to some of the most important areas of your life, like having a successful career, you need to go deep and make your circle of competence as big as possible. This will involve continuous updating of your knowledge and skills. Let's say you are an IT professional and know some computer languages, Not only you need to learn all the relevant languages concerning your area of work, but keep yourself updated on the new developments in your field if you want to build a reputation of being one of the best in your chosen field. In a nutshell, knowing and then staying in your existing circle of competence, you will not make silly mistakes. Number two, depending on external reliable sources with a bigger circle of competence ensures you don't miss out on good opportunities getting benefited from their circle of competence. And finally, expanding your own circle of competence in the most important aspects of your life will make you create a unique path of achievement for yourself. That was it for this video. Hope you found this useful. If you like this smart thinking tool, do share with your friends and spread the word to support the channel, or dislike and share your feedback. I plan to share a lot of practical thinking tools to help you become a smart thinker. So do subscribe and press that bell icon to get these updates. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, have fun and be limitless.